Hey guys, it's Amber and welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be trying something completely different here on my channel. Today I am going to be attempting a speed build. So just a little bit of background for you guys. I am not a builder. I almost never build anything in The Sims 4. Like I'm a pretty much full cast player. Like I love cast. I love making Sims. If you ask my husband, he would tell you that that's literally all I do in this game. I download custom content, I make Sims, and I never play them, which is only partially true. I play my Sims like sometimes. Like I like to I like to start stories. I love like rags to riches. I love the grind, and then kind of once that's over, I lose interest in making a new Sim. But I really want to improve my building skills, and when I was doing my rags to riches here on my channel, and I finally managed to get enough money to build a little bit of a home for my Sim Josie, and I decided to do it with the container home, of course, because it's an eco lifestyle rags to riches. So of course I wanted to do a container home, and when I was doing that, I noticed that it actually had like a pink wallpaper option for like the shipping container, and I love pink. It is my favorite color, hands down. If you can get it in pink, I own it in pink. I love it. It's kind of a problem, but it's fine. I'm making it work. And so when I saw that you could have a pink shipping container, I not only made Josie's shipping container pink, but I also was really inspired to try and attempt a build with it to make like a really cute girly shipping container home, because it's very much like my aesthetic. I really enjoy that, but you don't see kind of a ton of those style builds. You see a lot of like modern builds and that sort of thing, but I really just wanted to go with something that would just be like really soft and really girly with kind of the color palette. So for this house, the color palette's pretty simple. It's kind of just pinks, kind of like whites, grays, and then pops of like mint. So mint's kind of the other accent color for this, and you'll kind of see when we get into the kitchen. That's probably where I did the most of the mint coloring. But I was really inspired to do this build, and I'm fairly happy with how it turned out. Like I obviously know that I need to work on it a lot, and it's still something that I need to kind of develop as far as my skills, but I'm pretty happy with this. I think it's probably one of the best builds that I've ever done, which I know some of you are probably thinking, wow, really? But yeah, really, we all have to start somewhere. So right now I'm kind of working on the kitchen, and like I said, this is kind of where I pulled a lot of the mint stuff. So because I recently got Cool Kitchen, I'm pretty sure this is a Cool Kitchen refrigerator and stove, and I just love the colors of these. I think they're so pretty, and so I really wanted to use them, so I decided that I would go with that. And then for the cabinets, I do have a lot of like very colorful recolors for the cabinets, and I kind of considered using some of those and making this home just like super bright, but I decided that I would keep it a little bit more pastel and a little bit less just so bold. So I just kind of went with white cabinets because I think that those give it like it's very feminine, very girly, but it's not too like too much, I guess, which admittedly most of the time I probably am, but I decided to keep it a little bit more neutral here for this house. I say neutral in quotations because it's a pink and mint colored house, but nonetheless, it could be worse. So going into the living room, I kind of wanted to start with a couch, and I considered using this eco living couch because obviously it's kind of, it's an eco lifestyle home. We're using the whole container build, but I love this couch. It is my favorite piece of furniture in this game. It is more my style than I think anything I've ever seen. It's pink. It's got pops of mint. It was perfect. Like it completely encompassed the color palette that I wanted to do for this home. So I couldn't resist. And I was also like a really big fan of the way that rug fit. It's a perfect fit, and it's also kind of the perfect color to pull in some of the blues that I wanted to work with. And I decided to use these little pillows instead of like a chair, because I felt like the chairs were looking kind of squished when I was putting them in that space. And I actually really like the way the little poofs look. And I actually like for my Sims to like sit on them. I was using my Sim self when I was taking like the screenshots and stuff for this house, and she just was sitting on the little poof eating her dinner, and I just thought it looked adorable. Also, I'm like a big fan of the poofs when you have like toddlers, because even though my husband says I don't play this game, I end up with children a lot, and they look so cute sitting on the little poofs eating their dinners, but not really finishing it, because that's how toddlers work in The Sims 4. I'm doing 100 baby, and I have a lot of emotions about the toddlers in this game. I think that they're really cute, but they're so difficult sometimes. So back to the build, because I have a short attention span and I get off topic constantly. I've been watching a lot of Sydney Macaretta videos, and she uses so much plants and flowers to decorate and clutter her builds, and I love the way it looks. I think it looks so pretty. So basically this is me trying to be like her and clutter my build up with plants. So I have a couple plants kind of sitting around all of my my bookshelf, as well as my TV stand, and I think it looks really good. I think the living room might be my favorite part of this build. I know that it's not like nearly as decorated as like a lot of other people's, but I think it turned out cute. And then for lighting, I figured that I could do something a little bit, a little decorative. So I kind of went with like a little bit of like a chandelier here in the living room, and I think that turned out well. And then across from the kitchen, I realized that there was nothing on the walls, and it's so blank. And so I decided I would try to look for something, and then I realized that I don't know where literally anything is in this game, and I got frustrated. So I just decided I'd work on the bedroom, because I knew I wanted to use this bed. I think it's so pretty. I love the pink accents. I also really wanted to use the suitcases that came in City Living as nightstands for this build, because I don't really get to use them very often. I feel like they don't go with most decorating styles, but I thought that they would look really cute with this, because I also feel like since it's a container home, it's maybe not the most permanent home. It's still kind of transitioning. So she still got like these extra suitcases from when she moved in. So I thought that turned out really cute. This wardrobe I use all the time, because I just think it's really cute. I like the patterns on it. I like the colors that it comes in. It's very much my style. As well as putting a fan in the bedroom. I love that we have fans now in this game, because I actually cannot sleep without a fan on. And so being able to kind of replicate that for my Sims was really important to me. So I love being able to add fans to my Sims bedrooms, because I like to be able to add that little bit of realism, at least realism for me, into these builds and into my game. So here I'm trying to find something that can go above the bed, and I'm also struggling desperately with the camera angle, because I don't know if it's just my lack of ability to use this game or play this game, or if it's just kind of the way this lot is and having this top container right here. But I was struggling so much with being able to kind of see above the bed and get things on that wall. So I decided I would go work on the bathroom. I did manage to get something placed up there, but I ran out of patience with trying to add something else. So I decided to go to the bathroom, and I was really excited to use this wallpaper in the bathroom. Now that I'm looking at it, since it's got wood on it, I don't know if that's like ideal for the bathroom, because having wood in the bathroom is probably not the best, because it obviously gets really hot and steamy in there. But I just really like the way this wallpaper looks with the tile and the wood, and the colors look really good to me. So I was really excited to use that. I also don't obviously know how to color the entire shipping container, so you can see there I missed a little bit, and I actually realized when I was taking screenshots that I actually missed part of the roof as well. So I don't know what was going on with this section of the container, but it just did not want to be colored. But anyways, I fixed that before I uploaded it to the gallery and took the final screenshots. But here I am just kind of decorating the bathroom. I still kind of struggle with like things like this, because it's hard for me to know what to add. I've been watching a lot of like speed builds and people building videos and trying to get kind of inspiration for what exactly, how to decorate a home. And I do think that I've honestly learned a little bit, because this is definitely better than most of my builds. And I know some of you guys are watching this thinking, wow, really? But really, this is definitely an improvement for me. So I'm proud of it. And hopefully as I kind of do it more and and posting more speed builds, you guys will also kind of be able to see at least a little bit of improvement for me. Across from the bed, I really knew that I wanted to use the movie hangout stuffed tapestry because I just thought it would look really nice, like a big focal kind of centerpiece there. And then I'm really struggling to find a rug that's like the right size to go into the bed because I really wanted one that was kind of pink. But I was really just struggling with finding one that was the right size. They were either too small, and then when I sized them up, they were too big. So I kind of decided to go with a rug that was a little bit more neutral than what I originally had planned. But I think it turned out well. And then for this wall, I was looking for like art or something to add to it, but I realized that we actually don't have a ton of like clothing storage space. So I ended up actually putting like something for clothes storage because I know if I lived in this house, I would need more space for my clothes, which I recognize that people that live in like these sorts of container homes are probably a little bit more minimalistic than me, but I would not have enough storage space in this house. And right now I'm kind of working on like the outdoor space because I feel like these kind of homes need like nice outdoor space, but I'm absolute trash at landscaping. Also, I don't know if you guys can tell, like you can see that little shadow from the ceiling fan that I somehow had placed outside just hovering over nothing. I did get rid of that. After I finished this video, I realized that it was there and I was like, what is happening here? So I moved that. And right now I'm putting up some little fairy lights because I thought they looked really cute and they fit kind of the aesthetic of the sim that I imagine living here. I don't actually have a sim to live here, but I really had like kind of a picture in mind of who would want to live in this home. So I wanted to make sure that I could kind of match that for her. I definitely envision like a single female sim. She's still, she's a young adult and she's still kind of working through things. She's working at her job, but she hasn't been there for very long. So she's still kind of transitioning. So this is kind of what I had in mind, or who I had in mind when I was kind of creating this build. And so like I told you earlier, I put a little bit of kind of storage space for like more clothing so she can keep a lot of like her work clothes there, and then she has more of her casual clothes in her wardrobe. And then I just wanted to add a couple more plants because I wanted to do a little bit more cluttering for this build because I think that just looks really nice. When I see it in other people's builds, I really like it. I really wasn't able to do much with the landscaping, but I didn't want to do too much with the landscaping because I felt like we are in Evergreen Harbor and we are still in kind of the polluted areas. So I didn't feel like there should be kind of a ton of grass or anything on this lot because obviously they're kind of still working towards building that. And hopefully, as the sim lives here and she's kind of able to help put in action some plans that will kind of improve things, that'll get a little bit better. But for now, I wanted to keep it still a little bit kind of sparse. So just did a little bit of grass and like just some little bitty plants. I did end up changing it a little bit and putting a little bit more greenery kind of around the house after I finished with the video because I just thought that looked just a little bit better because I just feel like the house was lacking curb appeal. But this is pretty much it, kind of wrapping up now, and we'll get into some screenshots. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed my first speed build. I'd love to hear what you think about it. But otherwise, please like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.